Now that we are aging, the Gen Zers are coming to claim their throne.
Y'all ate Tide Pods. Like, sit down.
You ate
Sit down, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Millennial Girls Podcast. I'm Racquel
And I'm Natasha.
And we are not having any guests on this episode today. We haven't done a solo dolo episode.
Solo dolo.
Actually, since the first week of January.
Really? Has it been that long?
We talked about our therapy.
Wow.
We're still in therapy.
Yes.
We're still doing
Going
that.
strong.
It's definitely helping with life. But guys, if you are new here, welcome. If you are a new magical unicorn, we are the Millennial Girls, and we talk about everything from mental health to self-love to us having, mental breakdowns. So welcome to it. As always, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It really does help with the algorithm. I'm drinking. We're both drinking this episode. We're drinking our lovely sponsor.
Yes.
This episode is presented by This Is College, sponsored by Dezo. We are drinking Dezo right now. Anyway, we have some things we want to talk about being millennials. I feel like millennials are very much so in
We are aging.
very much so in the news headlines recently. Because guys, what are they, Gen Zers?
Yes, Gen Z.
Are trying to tell us how to wear our hair and dress and use our emojis.
No, they're basically calling us old now, right? Because we are kind of getting old. I just turned 30.
They're just trying to dictate our lives, and they can no.
Look, okay, this is my side of it. I think that I remember when millennials became a new term, and it was really hot, really trendy, just I guess Gen Zers are now. And I remember when baby boomers would complain about millennials and always, or even what's the other one, Gen X, the one between the two of us, would complain about millennials all the time, oh, we're this, oh, we're that. We've had an episode on this before where we talked all about this.
Yeah.
But now that we are aging, the Gen Zers are coming to claim their throne.
Y'all ate Tide Pods. Sit down.
You ate
Sit down, okay? They did. They do. Maybe they still do.
Look, this is what happens. Trends come and go. But the funny thing is, we are 90s babies, and the 90s are hot and back right now.
Oh my God, the fashion. Why did I ever get rid of anything? I'm never doing it again.
So
I'm not getting rid of anything.
Millennials are probably not the ones that created the 90s fashion because we were children.
We were
but
bees.
It was our generation. So appreciate us a little bit, okay, Gen Zers?
First of all, the baggy pants I'm all about because I was waiting for this to happen. Why do I need skinny jeans that I can't
let's list the trends. So Gen Z is complaining about what?
Gen Z is complaining about side parts, saying that side parts make you old. But some people...
Parting my hair in the middle is youthful.
Which I already do. And then skinny jeans are a no-go.
Yeah, skinny jeans are kind of old school now. It's just not trendy right now. But they're basically blaming us for that trend. It's right. Oh, millennials trend, we're skinny jeans.
No, I was...
But millennials do love skinny jeans. That's the truth.
I like them in certain aspects because...
But before baggy were trendy, when skinny jeans were a thing for many years, you were wearing them, right? Or were you wearing something else?
No, yes. I was wearing skinny jeans. I still wear skinny jeans. But the jegging thing can please go and never come back.
I never hated. I never liked jeggings. It was comfortable kind of, but I never liked it.
It was comfortable in 10th grade when I
just didn't do that.
I'm picturing my outfits from high school, and it was the jeggings with the long top, the tops were super long. With
yes.
The juicy jacket because you could wear a tank top.
Or you'd wear
with the ballet flats.
No, you'd wear leggings with a denim skirt or something.
That was more
that was weird.
Middle schooly,
but that's still that's weird. Why are you wearing a legging that's cut off at the ankle with a cut off skirt? That's just wrong. Why?
Disney Channel told me to do it, okay? Hannah Montana did it.
Okay, so then don't blame millennials, blame Disney Channel then. What else? Emojis.
We had to literally text our interns because they are
Gen Z
and ask, do you still use emojis? Because I saw an article.
I live on emojis.
Online that I sent her, and it was you can't use the laughing face anymore. you have to use the skull because it's like, I'm dead. But there's a difference between I'm dead and laughing.
Okay, everyone that's listening, please, is there a difference between I'm dead and laughing? Because I think there's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference when you're like, oh my God, I'm dead. And literally like, LOL, like it's hysterical and I'm like hysterically laughing.
When I say I'm dead, well, I don't really use it that much, but like when I say I'm dead, I just say I'm dead. I'm not like rolling on the floor laughing.
Right, it's more like, oh God. Like it's more like that.
Yeah. Like if something's hilarious to me, I'm not going to be like skull.
Right. It's like the laughing face, sometimes the turned one.
But then this is what I have to say though, is that it was like our generation growing up, like on chat and stuff. I remember like you would have like ROFL, like rolling on the floor laughing, or like LOL and all this stuff, right? Like BRB, G2G, like.
And that's from the chat room.
Yes. And there are chat rooms no more, I guess, because you just, text and WhatsApp or Instagram DM now. So not that we don't do that either. We did it all. We did the chat rooms. We did the Facebook Messenger.
BBM.
We did feed comments, Instagram, DMs.
BBM was my shit, guys.
Like all of it. So I like my emojis. And so then now I've been on this kick of like every time that something's funny when I'm talking to Racquel,
she sends me the skull.
I send her the skull.
And I'm like, please stop.
I just send her the skull for everything now because I'm like, I'm not aging.
We literally asked our interns, I was like, do you use emojis? Yes. Do you use the laughing emoji? Yes, all the time. I was like, okay, well then who did they get this information from? First of all, I get like having no soul and no emotion because that's me. I get it. Black heart, even though I love glitter and unicorns.
I don't think anyone thinks that about you, but.
No, but I know, but like, if you get to know me, I'm like, anything that's like romantic or whatever, I'm like.
That's why we get along.
No soul. Like, no soul. Like, deep in my black heart, there's glitter in the black heart.
Okay.
But, it's black.
It's black.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't understand. Like, I get not having emotions or not wanting to show emotion and being like emo or like whatever. I'm too cool for school, but
so you
have
think it's
fun being like that in the workplace because it's not going to get you very far.
But do you think it's too cool for school? Like that's how I feel. Like when we had Roderick on, we were talking about how like you're always having this fear of getting fired or like sending an email. Like when you send an email out, can you all handle doing everything just like
without
straight, cold, without exclamation points, like without like a smile? Like I'm curious.
No, I
like,
have to put an exclamation point. It gives me anxiety.
That like, and that's how I am. Sometimes I feel like I sound too aggressive or too serious, so like I have to put like a smile or something.
Natasha knows if she's texting me, she better put an exclamation point.
I just like,
or else I'm gonna FaceTime her and be like, "What's wrong?"
I like literally because I feel like I just as a person, I don't speak like I mean, I guess I do have passion.
Wait,
I do speak very passionately, but like
because me and my sister and I, we got in a fight, like a stupid petty sister fight the other day.
Oh God!
She like
what?
My sister. She is so smart. It's disgusting. Like she's gonna find a cure for something. That's for sure. But my response to her like being feisty back was, "Wow, you just said that whole sentence with no inflection." That's what I'm saying. And everyone in my house was hysterical.
Because it's true. Sometimes like I'll receive an email and then I think like they're upset at me or something because it's like just like one sentence with a period. And I'm like, what's wrong?
It's like putting K.
Yes, I don't know what it, no, but then there's a difference between like K and K period.
And KK.
No, but like K period.
Like, oh, K period, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's like, you feel like something's wrong. But like what happened to us throughout the years that we felt the need that we like have to express the emotion through the text? Like I think
it's me being a people pleaser.
I think I got criticized for not being like enthusiastic. So I feel like I have to be or else I sound like a bitch. And I just never really
like was the texter. You know, like I've said this many times, like my childhood growing up was completely different than most because all I was at dance. I was so into dance and had like 2 friends and I was just not
2 friends with skinny jeans and a side part.
I was just not super social. Like, I don't know.
I mean, side parts, it's funny because like when did side part even become a thing? Like I remember being in middle school
and high school.
Yeah, in middle school, like the Jonas Brothers.
No, it was then.
Justin Bieber, they all had the side bang. Like Ashley Simpson, I wanted to be just like her, so I had a side bang. But like That's like different from a side part.
No, but you needed the side part for the side bang, did you not?
Yeah, but like a side bang is just like, it's just fluff like from the middle of your head. Like, like a side part is like parting to the side versus like in the middle. Like growing up,
this picture. Hold on.
Growing up, like middle parts to us used to be like geeky. That's actually what we used. That's what we used to think and say. Because like in all the shows and like Disney and the movies and stuff, like in a middle part, it would be like sleek, stuck to your head. So like you just like felt like that was like not pretty.
You better believe.
But like now, I guess it is.
High school right now.
I mean, like all the Kardashians have been doing middle parts for the last 17 years. So like it obviously is a thing. But like it depends on whose head it's on.
Where is this picture? I have a picture and it's a skinny jean.
It's like the millennial.
Yeah.
First of all, we can adapt, right? So like we obviously are picking up other trends. I know a lot of millennials are really pissed off right now because they're posting tons of TikToks.
It's great.
Like wearing skinny jeans.
I repost every single one I see.
Pissed about the side part situation.
Every single one I see, I post because it's I have a side part in every single picture from high school.
Well, another thing too is I think they're TikTok trends. I feel like I'm on my own right now because you're looking for this picture.
I'm listening.
When I look at TikTok trends, the other TikTok trend that became really popular is not putting concealer under your entire eye.
They need to get a grip.
No, that literally, don't put concealer under your entire eye and don't use highlighter. That literally, like, oh, here we go.
Natasha.
Yes, Racquel.
Guess what's coming?
What's coming?
Summer is coming, and you know what you need for summer? You need an ice cold Dezo. It's gonna pair perfectly with the pool, nice and cold. It's gotta be cold, guys, okay? I love the coconut water, the cactus water, the watermelon water. All of the flavors have gluten-free vodka in them, which is obviously perfect to be at the poolside. It's gonna be great.
Get your antioxidants in, your electrolytes, so not only are you having a good time, but you're staying hydrated. Wink, wink. But if you want to get your hand, you can't wink.
No,
if you want to get your hands on Dezo like we do, make sure to head over to thefutureofdrinking.com and say that the Millennial Girls referred you. And not only that, they are going to be launching their new website, drinkdezo.com, very soon, where you can order yours today. Here comes the passion.
What is the purpose of wearing highlighter if you don't want it to be seen from outer space? She's gonna choke.
I personally don't like it to be out to the moon, but I do like my glow. Like without it, I feel dull. And
I can't find this
maybe
picture,
maybe it is a trend or whatever, but the concealer not being under your full eye, like watch every single Kardashian tutorial, every single makeup artist on YouTube. They all put concealer on. I can't even tell it's a side part.
It's a side part.
I just see a bunch of curly hair.
My hair was so curly.
Racquel, get back in the zone.
Sorry.
So not putting concealer under your entire eye, like every single makeup artist puts it like all the way to the cheek almost, and then like up and out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, Gen Z, you obviously don't have bags under your eyes yet. Like,
you're like 4.
Like, wait another,
I didn't even wear concealer until, honestly, I did not wear concealer until I turned 23.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 27.
24. 23, 24. No,
but that's
24.
how old they are now.
24.
That's how old Gen Z is now, like 21, 22, 23.
Yeah, but I didn't wear it when I was 21, 22, 23.
Oh, I didn't either. Right.
When I was 24.
Right, which is why you're going to criticize putting the concealer. Like, they want to put the concealer on the inner corner of the eye and then up at the outer corners of the eye to do that, like, lifting effect. That's, like, really in right now to make your eyes lifted. But, like, the funny thing is, like, you don't even need that. You don't need it at all because you don't have anything there. So what do you need it for?
Right. Yeah!
Because at that point, what's the point of a little dot of concealer in the corner of your eye and at the tip of your eye? What's it? Just don't put it then.
But then aren't you going to have a huge area in the center where the main part of the bag is? That's
no, because
covered?
they don't have bags yet. So I'm saying just don't use concealer then.
Yeah.
Why do you need a dot and a dot?
Right.
It's either like go hard or go home.
Right. Yeah.
Like
go hard or go home.
Every single Kardashian, Mario, whoever, what's his name, Scott Barnes, they all like contour the shit out of the face.
Y'all know how much
you look like a gazelle in the wild because you're like black and white like situation because you're trying to like
contour.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I just the concealer thing like really gets me.
The highlighter thing really
Like,
gets
I honestly,
me.
I'm not gonna lie though, because aging, I like tried the dot situation, and when I tried it, I felt like it was uneven. No, I feel like I have like the spottiness under my eye. So I'm like, what am I doing this for? I'm gonna cover it.
Right.
But I'm not like bringing it down to my cheekbones.
Sup.
She's like,
Sup. And my highlighter, you can see it from space.
it's called brightening effect.
It's called, I use the, what is it? It's the Tarte, like, chrome. It's what I got right before EDC last year. The Tarte chrome paint highlighter.
No, I mean, that's intense. It is
Come
intense.
at me.
I literally only wore it for EDC because it's too much for me.
Come at me, bro.
Look, I love the highlighter situation. I only put it on, like, the little, like, the top of my cheeks or whatever, so it, like, kind of shines, like, when I turn my face. But, like, that's it. But they, like, they hate on the fact that it's, like, on the cheek and then, like, under the brow and in the corner of the eye. So I gotta find that TikTok video. There's one where it shows half the face with the Gen Z and half the face with the Millennial. I'm sorry. Yes, we are a little bit more extra with the makeup. It's not as natural of a look, but I think our side looks better. The other side looks dull. Like, it's not.
They're dull.
Look, I am not saying that I am in love with skinny jeans. I like them for a period because of my body type and they just looked better on me. But a high-waisted, like, is not my thing. Like, and that's fine. It's a body type. It has nothing to do with being a millennial or a Jay-Z.
Or the, like, baggy?
No, I'm talking, like, both. I mean, I'm saying high-waisted in this scenario because high-waisted is also in right now. But it's like, there's just a time and a place. I bet you in 5-10 years, you're going to look back at, like, all these humongous pants, like, basically falling off looking like a rapper. And it's like, you're going to be like, why was I wearing that?
I'm
like,
here for the baggy pants.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's going to end up happening. That's what trends are. It's a trend for a reason. It's not timeless.
Yeah.
So, like, in 5-10 years, there's going to be another trend, and then you're going to think whatever is happening now is stupid, like the eyebrows. I can't with the eyebrows.
Oh, here we go. This is all you, honey, baby, because I'm just going to pour my Dezo.
Like,
get that ASMR.
Like,
ooh.
I know, you got to get closer to the mic, though. Pour it again.
ASMR.
That sounds so good. It sounds like a seltzer, like when you put the little pill in the water when you have an upset stomach. No, the brows, like, no. I'm not even gonna go off on the brows, but, like, yeah.
What are soap brows?
What's that?
I don't know. I didn't know if you would know because you're very good with your brows. Soap? Like, they put soap in the brows.
Oh, but I think it's, like, it's similar to the wax. I think, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, because I was watching Madison Beer do her makeup. I love Madison Beer. And she said she does soap brows, and I was trying to figure it out, and she, like, does something with a brush and some sort of soap thing. And
yeah, you dip it in, but I think it has the same effect of, like, wax, where it, like, kind of sticks it up. But it's, like, sticky. But, like, again, that's what's trendy right now is, like, combing your brows, like, straight up. Like, if I had a freaking... what is it called? A spoolie? And if you're watching on YouTube and I comb my brows up right now, like, it is a horror sight. You don't want to see them combed up. Like, it depends on who you are. Like, not every single trend is going to fit every single person. Like,
every single face, every single body.
Hello. Like, somebody with ginormous lips might not outline their lip. Like, someone with thin lips might outline their lip. Like, everybody has a different body. And so,
I think it's funny, too, because the whole, like, the denim thing, obviously I'm not gonna be on TV wearing super baggy pants. Like, you can't see your body.
Because it adds 10 pounds to you on TV,
and
too.
you already add, like, when I was working for the Panthers and I was hosting, if I wore on a Jumbotron, which already added, like, so much, like, 10 pounds, I'm not gonna wear baggy jeans. I wore cute skinny jeans with heels and, like, a denim. Like,
exactly.
It has to depend on the situation, but if I'm going to dinner, I'm gonna wear my crop top with my baggy jeans and my Nikes. Like, that's...
Yes, ma'am.
A different situation.
So we want to know your thoughts. If you are a Gen Zer, please contribute to this conversation because we would love to know what you think. Do you agree with all these things? Do you think they're stupid too? I mean, do you use them?
I thought you called them stupid.
No, I would never do that. But do you use emojis? Do you not? Like, is the skull, like, related to everything in life? Or, like, are we always dead? Or are we, like, laughing?
I'm always going to put you know what? I'm going to keep putting my unicorn with my sparkle emoji. And everyone's always like, you are a unicorn. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I put the emoji. Thank you.
Also, like, what are like guy trends? Because I was watching, what's the name of the movie with Amanda Bynes going to England?
What a Girl Wants?
Yeah, I was watching What a Girl Wants, and the guy that she liked, who was like one of the guys that I thought was cute back in the day.
The one with the motorcycle? The one who's the singer?
He's a singer, yeah.
Yes.
And
Ian?
the starving, struggling artist.
Per usual, that's what I like.
So, but he had his hair like ultra spiked.
Yes.
And it's so funny how like that was a
band,
thing.
Very boy bandy.
But it was like, I feel like everybody was trying to like cross over like pretty boy with like emo look, kind of.
Kinda.
But like,
It was
not
like,
really.
It was like the band, but it was
The band.
the band boy.
the band.
And this
boy.
is why I am the way I am today. Thanks, guys.
Like, what are the trends now? Like, what are guy trends? Like, oh, I guess like man bun. No, but man bun's like old now.
I don't know. I like K-pop and they wear whatever the F they want. So
That's true.
I'm in a different.
I mean, that's special.
I'm in a different world here.
That is special. We should update them on our therapy because that was our last solo episode. Where are you at with that? Actually, I haven't even asked you.
Because
you said you were getting like another book and stuff, but
better panic attack wise. Knock on wood, I haven't had one.
What are you
since-
tackling right now?
Still tackling the whole what's out of my control. Like, I should be. I have a very big problem with that, and we've kind of narrowed it in on this situation and just explored why I'm the way I am.
How do you not control so much then?
He makes me do I have to do a worksheet. He makes me do a worksheet, and it's
Every time?
every week, yeah.
Oh.
And it's the same worksheet, and it's basically to get this worksheet ingrained in my brain. So if I'm ever having a moment, it's just automatically going to this.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the adversity, the whatever it is, like the behavior that's causing this, and the consequence, and it's like a whole to do.
When you get back to the sheet,
Yeah.
is it like brand new to you again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
Isn't that crazy?
Even though I do it every single week.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. And honestly, like, because I'm kind of still tackling the same issue, it is mostly me saying the same thing every week, writing down the same thing, but I still am like, oh, it's new, which is so weird.
You write the same thing too?
Sometimes. Depends on the week.
Interesting.
Depends on how my week went.
So I did like some exercise. This is like on my own though. This wasn't with therapy, but I did some exercises in this book that I think it's Keeping the Love You Find. A friend of mine gave it to me after like I had broken up from my last relationship, and I was like, I've got to figure myself out, whatever. So I've had it since then for whatever amount of years. And I did all the exercise in the book too. And then I came and revisited it like a few weeks ago. And I wrote out, and it's like 100 questions, like just in like the first couple chapters. And then there's like a million exercises throughout the book. And almost all my answers were the same, like 4 or 5 years later.
Wow.
Like I went back and I was like, I have not changed. Like I have the same desires, the same wants, the same needs. Like it's crazy. But then when you go back, like you forget what you said.
Have they been fulfilled at any capacity or no?
Well, I think like some, but then like other things, I think they're like internal issues that like I clearly have not
conquered.
Yeah. Because I'm like, oh, I'm still facing and like even just with myself, like not just relationship, but it's like I'm still facing this. I'm still dealing with that. I haven't overcome that. So, and that's the thing that I was gonna say is like repeating the exercise. It's like new.
Yeah.
And unless I feel like if you don't adopt it for life, you will eventually fall off track though. That's the thing.
Well, that's why I'm like very interested to see. I'm starting a new book. He's having me read it. Forgot what it's called. I just got it in the mail, but it's more about betrayal and stuff like that, and kind of conquering how that affects everything else in your life. And it's not like betrayal like being cheated on, but betrayal of like a friend doing a shitty situation to you, or just something like that happening.
I want to read this.
Yeah, I'll let you know. You can borrow it after.
We'll write it in the description.
Yeah. So, and apparently the last chapter, he like gave me a spoiler, but apparently the last chapter finally circles back to the author's betrayal of what happened to her, and apparently it's like mind blowing. So I'm really excited to see
Interesting.
what happens with that, because you think about things. We did a Clubhouse the other day, and it was talking about kind of self-love and eating disorders.
Yeah.
And we started talking about eating disorders that you don't even realize is an eating disorder. So it's kind of like this book has to do with betrayal that you don't even realize is like betrayal.
Yeah. And I think that's something that I've realized over time too, because going to therapy and like just doing the work, like step by steps. I feel like sometimes you might get things off your chest that maybe you never did, or, you know, you're not telling your friends or whoever you normally would go to. So once you get it out, or even if you're just journaling like on paper, sometimes you like realize yourself in the moment. You're like, wait, oh, like that was there. But now that it's like out and you hear yourself, you're like, oh, wait, that's real.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd that happen? And then you start kind of like going back and like analyzing that, because I noticed the same thing, which is why I think it's interesting. The book about betrayal is like, I clearly have feelings of betrayal from a lot of different people in my life, which I think has, you know, culminated to me having certain trust issues, which like I've never been cheated on, but like I still have like these insecurities, like trust issues situation and like abandonment issues that I think is like also the betrayal factor. So
yeah,
I'm curious to hear more about it.
I want to, because the first book we did was more about just like very scientific, and I was like, oh, I feel like this is a chore having to read it. But this one I'm really excited, and it's black and pink, and it has lips on the cover, and I'm like,
of course,
this is for me. This is more my vibe. So
because it's like because it's personal too,
right?
Like you can be like, oh, this is a real person. Like the book that I'm doing, the Keeping the Love You Find, is very like scientific too. Like it's very like psychiatrist written, and like exercises to over, and it's like, it's a lot. Like I was sharing it with a friend and she was like, that's a lot. And I was like, yeah, like I get tired after like doing the exercises.
Emotionally exhausted. Yeah.
But it's like, those are the things that sometimes you have to do. Like doing the exercise week by week. Like it might get old, it might get boring, it might be repetitive, but like, I feel like if you don't adopt that in, eventually like you fall off. So like the same way how I was telling you, there's this app called Insight Timer, and they have like tons of guided meditations. It's free. And I've been doing that like every day, where like I hear like a couple meditations on something I'm trying to tackle. So like one thing is like inner child meditations that I've been doing, or like there's like trauma ones there. There's anxiety ones there too, but I haven't done those. I've done inner child, and I did a self-worth one after our clubhouse. And that one was very good for me. Like I woke up, I had the dreams that I told you. I had these like really weird, I had a dream with Travis Barker and Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. And like, I was like friends with them, and we were driving. It was so funny.
I should know about my dream.
Which one?
Of you in the dream.
Wait, say it again.
The dream where you were pregnant.
Oh yes, tell them.
Okay, so I had a dream. This is just us, whatever. But I had a dream last weekend. I woke up and it was last Saturday because I had therapy. I called you after therapy. And I was like, what? I woke up and I had a dream that we had Millennial Girls offices in LA. And I am not the person who has vivid dreams that I can remember everything ever. But it has been happening recently, so I wonder if it's like some awakening or something from therapy. I don't know.
I'm like passing it on.
Anyway, maybe. So I have a dream. I'm like picturing these Millennial Girl offices in LA. Everything's pink and black, and we have a neon sign and a leave wall with the neon sign. It's super cute. I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. You're like ready, manifest.
2 employees that are my friends, and they're helping with everything. And she's pregnant, and we're in a meeting, and all of a sudden her water burst because of course she's working 9 months pregnant to the day, because why wouldn't we be doing that?
Lovely.
And me and my friend Alex are in our matching Gucci shoes. We're both blonde with, our long hair and running around. We're like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And Marissa is the one who's like actually holding your hand, helping you.
Of course.
Of course, because that sounds about right. And
yeah, because running around is gonna help the situation.
me and Alex are like calling 911, and we're like, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. And then like all of a sudden you have a girl
in the office.
In the office of Millennial Girls headquarters in LA.
So basically, all these ladies somehow helped me deliver.
Well, not me and Alex,
without
just
doctors,
Marissa.
And yeah, that really makes sense.
Me and Alex are still running around having a panic attack, but
meanwhile, I'm birthing a child in our office. That's just great.
It sounds about right.
It sounds about right. I was like, no epidural, nothing like that stuff.
Nah, girl, you just popped it out.
And
I woke up and I was like, what?
As long as it was quick. I mean, what's the name?
It was quick. You had a girl. She was cute.
Yeah, she said it was a girl. I'm like, of course. I mean, the Millennial girls, I guess you can't have a boy there. So
and I had already like had the gift in the office. So I like it was like an outfit, so I like put it on the baby.
Jesus.
Of course I did.
You have to like clean the baby and stuff. Like, what is happening? Of course, in your like magical world, it sounds like a TV show.
I'm like, she's clean, she's good. Put the tutu on her.
Maybe it was like a reality show and not like real life.
No, it was definitely real life.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Well,
5 years from now, can't wait for that to happen. Anyway.
I mean, let's see what happens. That would be interesting. I mean, I love the office idea. I'm not so sure about the birthing idea.
I don't know, but I called both my friends who were in my dream, and Alex was like, yeah, sounds about right. And Marissa even was like, yeah, sounds about right.
Great. I love how you all are like okay with this and I'm not. And I'm the one that's birthing the freaking child. What the hell?
We're just here to
I mean, it makes for
pics and give her a cute outfit.
I'm the type. I'm like, it makes for a great story. So as long as I'm not like in pain or like no one's dying. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, no, you guys were good.
Oh, we were great.
Yeah, you were thriving after.
Thriving. Yeah, I was in my Gucci heels after I gave birth. Jeez. This is a dream, guys. It's not real. Jeez.
Manifested for giving birth.
This is what happens after therapy.
No, it was the day before. It was like Friday night to Saturday morning.
No, I'm saying when you get therapy, this is what happens.
You start having very clear dreams. And then I had a different dream.
What? That
we were at an event. I think I told you this dream. We were at an event. It was like some fashion show or something. It was some DJ. I imagine it was probably Diplo. I don't remember. But we were sitting next to one of the K-pop groups, NCT.
Oh yeah.
And I was sitting next to one member, and you were on the other side of me, and I was like having a panic attack. But I was like, "No, Racquel, act cool, be cool. You're cool." And you were like, "Wow, I'm so surprised you're not spazzing out like to me." And I'm just like, "No, I am internally." And then Diplo like comes over and says hi to me, and one of the members is like, "You know him?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And that's how we talk. And then
wink, wink.
Then I woke up after we're walking down whatever road the AAA is on. And I'm like, are you sure this is right? Like, we're going to another party with them. And we're like, are you sure this is right? Like, we're in front of the arena. And then I woke up and I was like, what happens next?
Oh my God. I would have never wanted to wake up at that point.
I was like, what happens next? Do I go back to sleep? And I tried and I couldn't.
You did? And no?
No.
I've done that where like, I like go back to sleep and I'm like, no, we need to continue this story.
And I really tried the next night too. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have the dream. We're gonna continue, and then it didn't happen.
It's over.
But maybe I manifested that too.
I thought you were gonna say that like one of the K-pop stars proposed to you. I was like, that would be sick.
You're like, I'm here for that.
Yeah, like one of the K-pop stars proposes to you while Diplo's playing, and he comes and says hi. That is like I think you would faint at that point. Like you wouldn't. If you've never seen a proposal with a fainting girl in the middle of it, that's gonna be Racquel in that scenario.
Yeah, and you're gonna be just videoing the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I got it, guys. Don't worry.
It's going viral.
So we're manifesting a lot in this episode.
Like truth. Oh my goodness. But yeah, many updates, I guess. Starting from our comparisons with millennials and Gen Zs and trends to
therapy and our weird dreams.
Our therapy and weird dreams. But yes, keep the ball rolling and keep dreaming and wishing.
Manifest.
And
get therapy.
And wear baggy jeans.
I love them. They're very, very breathy and roomy.
And use a dead skull. That's going to be the thumbnail. I'm going to have the crying laughing face with a dead skull versus.
Like, on the left.
Like versus which one?
I mean, the skull comes in handy sometimes. There's a coffin too, which is a little
morbid.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff on YouTube, everywhere, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Leave that 5-star review. And new episodes come out every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Personals at Racquel Goldy.
At Natasha Salehi.
See you guys next time. Peace, love, and unicorns.
Cheers.